There are 10 proven reasons why Nigerian comedians are so popular. And these 10 proven reasons are the same reasons why these comedians are popular in all African countries. And by the way, this might be some of the reasons why other comedians from all other African countries are not as popular as these Nigerian comedians. So in this particular video, I'm going to be giving you all the 10 reasons, counting from reason number 1 to number 10. And by the way, if you keep here to the end of the video, you are going to be surprised by reason 10. I have all the reasons on my phone, so I'm going to be giving you one by one. But before going to the video, I want to thank you for coming here again. My name is Shammah Benefits. I make videos like this one every single day. I make sure to upload at least once every day, or at least 5 times a week, so that I can give you content every single day. I'm planning on making YouTube my full-time job. So if you like this video, comment, share to your friend, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You are helping me to fulfill my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber and making money off of YouTube. Now let's go to our video. Nigerian comedy, just like all the content that comes from Nigeria, has been evolving with time. From the times of Aki and Popo, the times of Mr. Ibu, the times of all the comedians that have come from Nigeria, Basket Mouse, there came a time of Basket Mouse and Clean the Drunk, and then there came the times of AY and who is this guy? Agodai, yes. And then there came the times of Mark Angel, the evolution of the online comedians, the skit makers that do the content online. And there has come people like Mark Angel, people like Sabinus that have come lately, people like who is this, Brother Shaggy, and other comedians that have been coming, and some comedians that are as young as Chiriku and other small comedians that are in Nigeria. So right now in this particular video, I want to give you the 10 reasons why Nigerian comedians are so popular. Like Africa celebrates all those people. Just imagine I'm a Ugandan, but I know I can name over 30 comedians that are from Nigeria, and yet I'm not living in Nigeria. I'm not a Nigerian. I'm not living there. I'm not Nigerian. I'm not married to Nigerians or even attached to any Nigerian. But because of the popularity and because of the hard work that these people are putting into their job, I know all these Nigerian people. So let us look at these reasons why Nigerian comedians are so popular in Africa. Why are they taking over all African people? Let me tell you, before I even give you the first reason, these people have been making content and producing their content and being in the game and being successful in the game for over 2 decades now. I'm 28 years, but I started consuming Nigerian content when I'm not even 8 years old. The times of those kids like Aki and Popo and Mr. Ibu, when they came, I remember I was in junior primary school. I was in primary school. Yes, I remember very well. And I used to go to those local cinemas to watch Aki and Popo. I used to go to those local cinemas to watch Mr. Ibu. I used to go to those local cinemas to watch Sophia in London. Yes, I remember very well the titles of those 3. They are the ones that were so much popular in my country that they would be played. People would watch them every single day in cinemas. Like, part 1 is played like in the morning, and part 2 will be broadcasted in the afternoon, every single day or at night, in like watching the same people, watching either Mr. Ibu part 1 and Mr. Ibu part 2 in the afternoon, watching Aki and Popo part 1 in the morning, and watching Aki and Popo maybe the next day in the morning, like that. And do you know why? Because of these 10 reasons that I'm going to give you today. Now let me grab my phone quickly, and I want us to go through the list of the reasons why Nigerian content creators are so successful. But today we are looking at comedians in particular. Now, point number 1 that is so much important is language. When you're talking about global market and creating content or any business that is going to take a global competition, that is going to attract a lot of people globally, you have to think about how you're going to communicate to them. As a student of communication, I was taught about the importance of language. Language is key, and that's why you see countries like China, like Thailand, like Vietnam, countries that have successfully managed to compete with Europe in technology and a lot of things, are still paying hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, millions, are investing millions of dollars into teachers to come in their countries to teach English language to their students. It's not because they love English so much, it's not because they want their students to speak English so much, but because they want to get that global market. And there's no way you're going to have a global market when you're not using the number one language that is communicated, used almost in each and every country. So that's why you see teachers are paid as high as $50 per hour in Vietnam, in China, in Korea, in Japan, in Thailand, for them to teach the kids English so that they can communicate very well. And by the way, let me tell you something. When we are teaching English in these countries, we don't teach English in the way that you think it's supposed to be taught. We teach English for communication, for these kids to be able to communicate to other people when they grow up. As they're being taught technology, they are being introduced to any other things, they're also taught English, so that the language is going to help them to do whatever they can do successfully. So this is the best way that you can attract a global market, by having a language that people are going to understand. Nigerian comedians always use English. At least over 80% of the Nigerian comedians that are attracting a global content, actually almost all of them, are using English. They're using English as a key language to attract the market. That the person who is seated in Uganda is watching Chiriku, or is watching Mark Angel, is watching Agodayo, or watching AY comedian. Even if you don't understand Pigini very well, at least you have the idea of what he's talking about, because he's using some sort of English in their in the content. And even when it comes to production, they make sure that they always, almost 50% of their content has English subtitles. So even if he speaks something in Igbo or Yoruba or any other language, people are going to be able to understand what he's talking about because of the English subtitles. So language has been a very big factor, a very good factor to content, to Nigerian content creators, and mostly comedians that are producing content for us people outside to see, to watch, and to enjoy. So to any other comedian out there that wants to produce content for the global market, make sure that you think about the language. Make sure that you think about what people are going to watch and how are they going to understand it. As you're trying to compete with any other person from all other countries, think about, like, if I watch your content, however funny it is in your language, how will I understand what you're talking about if you don't try to use the language that everyone is going to understand? So the number one global language right now is English. So we can try to penetrate into that by using a language that all people are going to understand. That is point number one. The next point is online presence. Number two, the second reason why Nigerian comedians are so popular is online presence. Any Nigerian person that says that I'm going to do comedy full time, the first thing they do is create a YouTube channel, create an Instagram account, create a Facebook account, become present online everywhere, on TikTok and all platforms that are where people are going to engage with their content directly. This one helps them in two things. It helps to give them popularity, but also helps them to bring out content that is going to be there readily available to people. Even when people don't know them, they can at least be suggested. This content can be suggested to new people or to people that don't even understand them, that are not even from their countries, so that people will be introduced to this content and they will start liking it even if they don't know you, because of the availability. Like, you're available on social media, you're available on Instagram, you're available on Twitter, you're available on Facebook. You are producing video content every single day or every single week. There is no way you're not going to be successful, because you're available where people are. Because right now, people are available on internet. Even in the lowest countries, the countries where they say they are so poor, countries like Burundi, countries like, I don't want to mention the African countries that they always say they are so poor, they don't have the internet, they don't have, at least they can access Facebook, at least they can access YouTube maybe once a week, they can access TikTok or any other platform. So if there is an online presence of these comedians, if a person is available online and can be seen, can be watched, this person is going to be able to attract a very big audience, not just home, but globally, not just in one position, not just in one maybe region of West Africa, but the whole continent is going to be able to get the content, and they are going to be able to understand what he's talking about and to support him in a better way. So language is key, but also being present online in this 21st century is so much important, because everyone right now is on the internet. They have internet on their smartphones, on their laptops. People are abroad, they are watching us from the United States of America, someone is watching you from Germany, someone is watching you from Italy and other places. So if you're not available online, if you're not present online, there's no way you're going to be able to compete on the global market. Right now, this one, we call it a one-way village, a village where everyone can understand, can be there and get your content. I'm here, for example, I'm in Uganda right now, but a person in Vietnam is watching me, a person in the United States is watching me, but it's not because they had to travel. No, it's because I put out the content, and when I put out this content, they're going to be able to get my content just by using the global village, the number one thing, which is internet. Let's go to the next point. The other point is consistency. Now, this is one thing that is so much tricky, like being consistent, uploading videos, producing content every single day, selling CDs, and being so much consistent. Like if you say I'm going to be producing movies every single month and you bring out a movie every single month. If you say I'm going to produce videos every day, like people like Sabinos, people like Brother Shaggy, people like Mr. Macaroni, Mark Angel, and other people down there in Nigeria that produce content almost every day, or twice a day, a week, or thrice a week, or 4 times a week. Those people that are so consistent, they make sure they upload on YouTube, they make sure they upload on Instagram, and even when they're not doing that, they are producing content to sell CDs to their fans in Nigeria, and those CDs that are brought out to the international market and they're sold to their fans in Namibia, in Zimbabwe, in Uganda, in Kenya, Tanzania. Consistency is key, because that is the only way you're going to penetrate in the market. Because anytime right now, because of the number of people that are producing content on the market, anytime you pause or anytime you go behind and lag behind, thousands of people are creating content every day, so there will be a new person that will penetrate through and take over your position. So consistency is key, and it has helped Nigerian comedians to be able to be successful and be popular and be known everywhere in Africa and globally. The fourth point is producing much content. Now, consistency and producing much content could be looking alike, but let me explain to you in this particular manner. If you produce 10 videos a month, you have 10 chances in 30 days to be successful or to be discovered out there. But if you produce 30 videos in 30 days, you have 30 chances of being discovered out there. So if a person produces one video in that same month, that person has one chance of being discovered in that particular month. You understand? So the more content you produce, the more chances you're giving yourself to be discovered by new people, or even to be watched by your own fans. So Nigerian comedians make sure that they produce so much content that a person will give you content almost every single day. A person will give you videos in the morning and give you videos in the afternoon and give you a video in the evening. There's a time when I was watching some guy, there's a Nigerian guy that I follow. He used to give us in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and that was a time when the pandemic was so high, the coronavirus moment. And this guy went on top of the game on Facebook, not because he was doing so much, but because of the hard work, because he was giving us content every single day. Maybe he will give you a video in the morning and it's not funny enough, but in the afternoon he will give you a video that will become a banger. Maybe in the evening he's going to do giving you some rubbish and the content is not good for you, but the next morning if he uploads, he's going to give you something that you will get 100 or 3,000 shares. And that's how a person is going to go viral and become popular everywhere, become known everywhere, become famous because of consistency and producing much and enough content for the market. Let me tell you something. There are millions of people on social media right now, millions of people of fans right now. I'm using the internet or social media because that is what is so important right now. That's where the market is. That's where the so-called free money is. You produce content, you go viral, you get subscribers, you get followers, you start getting paid. So the people that are giving out content are the people that these platforms want. The more you give out content, the more you are consistent, the more you have enough content for people to watch, the more these people want you because you're making people stay there. So Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or YouTube or Instagram is going to be suggesting more of your content to people because people are liking your video. So you'll be going viral, you'll be getting more followers, you'll be getting more fans, and you'll be paid more money than any other person. You become popular but also rich. Now, before we go to the next point, please allow me tell you that I have a series of 10 videos that are dedicated to Nigeria. I'll be talking about Nigeria in 10 videos, and for people that are not comfortable about my discussions, please, I'm sorry about this time, but I decided to make 10 videos about Nigeria. I've been researching about these particular topics for over 6 months, and some of the topics that I'm going to talk about are questions that came from my subscribers, my followers that sent me emails and asked me to talk about some issues about Nigeria. So I've made a playlist, and all these videos are going to be in the playlist. This video, the previous video, and all other videos that I'm going to make in this series of Nigeria. I'll be talking about music, I'll be talking about film, I'll be talking about comedy, I'll be talking about everything about Nigeria, content and technology. So if you want to watch those videos, just go in the playlist. There is a playlist on my YouTube channel. It's called Nigeria, and you'll be clicking and watch all the videos that I'm going to be uploading every single day for 10 days from yesterday. So make sure to watch all those videos, and please like my video, comment, and if you watch to the end, you're going to be helping me trigger the algorithm. They will know that you love this video, and they'll be suggesting it to more people in search on their on the browse futures, on their suggested videos, and it will help me grow on YouTube. Let's go to the next point. What is it? It's starting from zero. Oh my God. So point number 5 that has helped Nigerian Nigerian comedians succeed is starting from zero. Now, as content creators, we always have something that makes us stay behind or lag behind. It's trying to be perfect. There is no way you are going to be perfect. There's no way you're going to come up with something. When I was trying thinking of making a YouTube channel, I always wanted to come with gadgets. I always wanted to come with things that are so much like good, perfect. I always wanted to be a perfect person, you know, a person that always has good content, good sound, good everything. But man, one time I thought about something and I'm like, you know what? Yes, I want to come up with something, but there's no way I'm going to learn. There's no way I'm going to produce good content if I don't learn from my mistakes. So I said, what? Pick your camera that you have, pick the microphone that you have, and start producing content. And you know what? When I started producing my content on YouTube, I started comparing myself to other people and how they started and everything. And I'm like, you know, I have good sound as compared to how this guy started. I have good picture quality and everything. And then I started improving day by day and day by day until now that you see that everything is at least flowing, not to where I want, but to where everyone can at least watch you and see professionalism in your content. So there is no way you are going to be a pro in something until you start. So Nigerian comedians are always starting from zero. I've watched a lot of Nigerian, mostly Instagram and TikTok comedians, YouTube comedians, the stick makers, the skit makers, and whatever. I've watched them, and most of them, you will see directly that they started producing content using their mobile phones, their smartphones. Most of them, they start using their smartphones, and as they grow up, they start producing quality content or high quality content. Some of them use even the sound of the smartphones. They don't invest in microphones. Do you know why? Because they are not scared. They are not afraid of beginning. The more you fear to start, the more you're left behind, and you're not going to be able to create any content out there. But these people are always ready to start. They'll begin from zero, from where they are, from the clothes they have. They don't hire expensive cars. They don't bring things that they are not going to be able to afford. So that helps them to grow. That helps them to become popular, because at the end of the day, people care less about the picture quality. People care less about the sound quality. When it comes to comedy, people care so much about the content. They want to laugh. They want something to be happy, to make them happy. Even though you talk about, you bring up a very high quality production, but when you're not funny, your video is not going to go viral, and your video is not going to get views, because people are not going to watch it. But even if you use your mobile phone and you give them high quality content, let me tell you, people are going to watch your comedy, people are going to laugh, and you're going to go viral. I've seen videos that are going viral, but they're so faded, you can't even see the face of the person, you can't differentiate the head from the neck. But people have gone viral with such poorly produced content. You know why? Because of the content that is inside the video. That's what we care about. We want to laugh, we want to be happy. When I go to watch comedy, I don't care about the picture quality. I care about the content in that particular video. So starting from zero has helped Nigerian comedians to grow. Let's go back to the times of Aki and Popo, or the times of Mr. Hibo. Just remember the way they used to produce their content. A cameraman could come, they are producing content, but there are people that are coming out, there are bypasses around, the film crew is not enough. Sometimes you could see even the microphone in the video. Everything was like not perfect, but these people produce content, and we really love the content. The movies sold globally. People watch them in the United States of America, in Europe, in Asia, and everywhere. So there is no way you're going to say, let me wait for perfection, let me wait for good gadgets. The more you wait, the more you lose. The more you lose time, the more you lose people that would have supported you in that particular time. Yes. Now let's go to the next point, which is collaborating with other creators from different countries. That is point number 6. Now, there is something in collaboration that maybe a lot of you people don't understand. The more you collaborate, the more you open your doors in different countries. For example, if a Nigerian content creator collaborates with a Ugandan content creator, the people in Uganda are going to be introduced to a new face from Nigeria. And maybe they would have loved his content, but they don't have time to go and search for him, because maybe they even don't know him. So when he collaborates with a Ugandan comedian, they're going to pick interest in that person, and they will know his name, and at that point they will start wanting to work with or to watch his content. And that's how people become viral. That's how people become popular in different countries. The people that I've seen that get a lot of viewers from different countries, from countries that are different from their home countries. Do you know why? Because they are producing content with other people. They're collaborating with different people. They're targeting different audiences. From those different audiences is where you get people that are interested in your content. Sometimes you may be producing content that you think is so good, but people in your country are not interested in that, because people have different interests. But you don't know that. But when you collaborate with other people, you're testing audiences, and you're knowing different markets and what they need. And that way, you're going to be able to get different fans from different countries, from different parts of the world. And that has helped Nigerian comedians be popular. The same way Nigerian musicians have done it, the same way Nigerian actors have done it, the same way Nigerian comedians have done it, to collaborate with other people. Now, number 7, jumping on trends. If there are any content creators that think about trends in this world, Nigerian comedians do. They think about trends, they value trends, they look at trends. Every time they produce content, at least every month, there is something that is trending, and you see that almost all internet comedians from Nigeria will talk about that thing. They come up with a comedy about that thing. Right now, there is politics, there is presidential campaigns are coming, presidential elections are coming in Nigeria, but you will see that almost all Nigerian content creators are talking about that. The comedians are talking about that. They are creating skits about that. They are jumping to the trend. They are talking about things that people want to hear. When something happens in Uganda, Nigerian comedians will talk about that thing. When something happens in America, they will talk about that. And that helps them to attract the global audience, because people are looking for such things. But people right now, let me tell you something. There is something about our generation. Generation G always wants to be entertained. We want to smile. We want to be happy. We don't want to be stressed. So every time you bring out something in a good way, we are going to love that thing. Every time you bring out something in a funny way, we are going to love that content. I can assure you, we are going to love it. You know why? Because we want things that are going to entertain us. We want things that are going to help us be entertained, that are going to help us get comfort, that are going to help us be well. So that has helped Nigerian comedians be popular in other African countries and globally. The other thing, the point number 8, we are at 8. I told you 1, language; 2, online presence; 3, consistency; 4, producing much content; 5, starting from zero with bad camera, bad sound and everything, and not caring about what is people are going to say; number 6, collaborating with other countries; and number 7, jumping on trends. And I'm going to tell you number 8. But before that, I want to thank Bolade Olewa for watching. You say good content, brother. God bless your hard work. Thank you very much. And fun viral videos, you always watch my content. I want to shout out to you and say thank you very much for engaging and doing everything that you do on my YouTube channel. So let's go to number 8. Number 8 is engaging with fans and supporting them. Now, maybe some of you don't know what really this means, but let me tell you something. There are people that watch our content. There are people that support us. There are people out there that are always looking out for our content, and they really show us love. They show us that they love us, they care about us. They are really ready to support us in each and every single way. Now, these people always are waiting for us to give them back. Maybe you're not going to give them money, but you know you're going to engage with them. You're going to talk to them. You're going to go through comments. You're going to support them, to wish them birthday, to give them birthday wishes, to call them and surprise them, to talk to them, to organize giveaways on your YouTube and your what. And in this way, you are going to know what they are thinking about you. You are going to know if you create your content, the content you're creating is so good or bad. The comments that we get on YouTube or Instagram or what may be enough, but they are not so much perfect, because some people comment just because they love us. They will comment everything, good content, good content, good content. There are people that will comment even before they watch your video, just because of the title they will comment. And then there are people that don't love us, they are stalking us, they are from our competitors. They will just come and start saying, I don't like your content is bad, it's like this, don't you talk about the same thing, you're like this, even before they watch any of your content. But by engaging with your fans, you will know how much they like you. You know how they think about your content. You will know how impactful is your content to their lives, and in that way you are going to be able to grow. So Nigerian content creators have managed to do that in the best way. They're engaging with their fans, they're creating fan parties, they're creating giveaways, they're organizing a lot of things, giving to their fans, going out there to support issues. Like, for example, you remember the last 2 years about the end SARS campaigns, when everyone was talking about that, when everyone was going to the streets, and the Nigerian comedians came out, the Nigerian filmmakers came out, the Nigerian musicians came out, and they were supporting this. Just imagine, there's no way you're not going to support a comedian that has come out to show you that he cares about the social, political, economical environment of the country. However much he's rich or he's successful or he has everything that he would have needed, he's coming out to help and support, to stand with the person from in the lower maybe part of the country, a person that you may think that this guy may not care so much about, but because Nigerian content creators are always thinking about that in that particular manner, they come out and support these people. So engaging with their creators, with their fans rather, with the people that support them, has helped Nigerian comedians go viral and become popular. Number 9 is improving quality. Now, at the beginning, I think it was point number 5, I told you about starting from zero. That they start with everything they have, anything that they have. If it's a smartphone, they'll start with that. Now, the Nigerian comedians don't just stop at that. When they get cash, when they start earning from their content, as they grow, they start improving on their quality. And because the people that will loved him or watched them at the beginning, they just love the person. But right now that they already know who you are, they want to see something new. So the more you invest in cameras, good sound, good production, a production team and everything, helps you to retain these fans and get more fans that look at production quality more than the content. So the Nigerian comedians have 4 years managed to do this, to balance between starting from zero to producing good content to growing as they produce content. The production grows with time. They make sure that they invest in production more and more and more. The more they grow, the more they invest in production. The more they grow, the more they buy more gadgets to help them create better content. I'm going to the last point, which is so important, and I told you that point 10 is going to be so much important. But before I tell you the very last one, I want to tell you that if you like this video, comment and share to your friends. It helps me grow on YouTube. You watched it up to here, that means you've given me enough watch time to trigger my the YouTube algorithm to suggest my YouTube video to all other people. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can run up there and reach my target of getting more subscribers on YouTube. Now, today I'm giving you 10 reasons that have made Nigerian comedians popular and that has helped them go up there to become more popular than other comedians in different African countries. And at number 10, it's acting day-to-day life skits. There is something that you people don't think about, but let me tell you something. There are things that happen in our society, the things that we've grown up seeing, the things that we have seen since day one. They're the things that we are attached to. That's why it's so easy for me to remember if you teach me about a railway station in Kampala, Uganda, than if you're teaching me about an airport in New York, United States of America. So if you're producing content that is far away from what I know, it will be so easy for me to leave it and don't watch it. But if you're producing content that is attached to my life, content that is about the day-to-day life, it is going to be easy for me to like that content. It's going to be easy for me to get that attachment. It's going to be so much easy for me to keep watching your content and be interested and make you go viral. Because the more we watch, the more you go viral. The more we watch, the more we share, the more we comment, the more we engage, the more you go viral, the more you know, the more we spread the words, the more we download these videos and share them in WhatsApp videos, in our Facebook groups, on our Facebook Facebook accounts to our people. We produce them on CDs and give them out to our people in the villages, our mothers and everything. The more these comedians are known, and the more they become famous, popular, and become successful. So producing everyday content that is attached to all people around the globe, content that is attached to all people in Nigeria, people in the African community setting, is an advantage that has helped Nigerian content creators become so much successful. Now, let me give you a quick recap of the 10 points that has helped Nigerian content creators become popular, known in Africa more than any other African content creators. Number one is language. Using a global language, a global recognized language that can be understood by each and every person. Number two is online presence, being available on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and producing content, putting it there consistently. Number three is consistency, of course, that I've mentioned. Number four is producing much content, like putting there hundreds of videos that people can choose from. If I don't like video A, I'll like video C. If I don't like video B, I'll like video Z. So it helps them to go viral and become popular, that even if there is a person that didn't like this video, next day is going to like another video. So much content helps them. Number five is starting from zero, starting with bad sound or bad video, not minding about producing content on a smartphone, has helped Nigerian comedians to grow and be successful. Number five is collaborating with people from other countries. A Nigerian comedian will come and collaborate with a Kenyan comedian or a comedian from Botswana or Zimbabwe, and it will help them to get that market from those different countries. Number seven is jumping on trends, talking about things that are happening right now, talking about politics, talking about everything. Making comedy that is attached to those trends has helped Nigerian comedians become so much successful. Number eight is engaging with the fans, supporting them when they are out there to riot, supporting them when they're out there to demonstrate about other things, organizing giveaways, donating to them, and doing charity works and everything has helped Nigerian comedians become more successful. Number nine is improving the quality. The more they grow, the more they improve production quality, the video quality, the sound quality, the scripts, and all the content that they produce. So that helps them to grow so quickly. And number 10 is producing day-to-day life skits, talking about the things that have happened in the African setting, things that everyone can understand in Africa. My name is Shammah Benefits. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make videos like this one every single day, so make sure to turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any day when I produce content.